Hello, everyone. We appreciate you being here for this exciting edition of the EORE Hour. I'm Lubna Allam, the Secretary of the EORE Advisory Group. And on behalf of the Advisory Group, it's my pleasure to welcome each one of you to our today's webinar. This will be our last webinar for this year, and we will resume again in January 2025. And our webinar for January is already cooking, so keep an eye out for the save the date email in January. So for those attending for the first time with us, the EORE Hour is an initiative that was launched by the EORE Advisory Group in late 2021. These monthly webinars, they take place last Wednesday of every month, and they feature volunteer hosts that are professionals in EORE, and they discuss various key topics related to EORE. So to date, we have had 10 webinar events. And if you missed any of them, the recordings are available on the EORE Advisory Group YouTube channel, and I'll share with you all relevant links in the chat. So today's session is brought to you by Catholic Relief Services, Vietnam, and I'm delighted to introduce our speaker, Ms. Chau Nguyen. She's the Mine Action Program Manager, who is here with us in this webinar for the second time since the launch of our webinar series. So I welcome her, and I also would like to welcome her team. Who is with us today, who will take some questions and help in facilitation, but also her team that helped prepare this presentation. So Chau will guide us through the presentation, and she will share insights from CRSS projects that utilize digital resources and digital tools to promote positive awareness and practices on EORE among different communities to ensure sustainability of EORE efforts. So we hope that today's discussion will inspire new ideas, new discussions, and also opportunities for collaboration as we delve into this topic together. So before we dive into our presentation, I just want to mark some housekeeping rules. So our webinar will run for about 1 hour, followed by 10 to 15 minutes networking circle. This is a valuable opportunity to connect with professionals from around the globe that are dedicated to risk education, and we encourage you, if you have the time, to participate in the networking circle after the conclusion of the webinar. I ask you to please keep your microphones muted during the presentations, and please, during the presentation, feel free to submit your questions in the chat. I'm going to collect them and send them to Chau and her team during the Q&A segment to be answered. And if we don't have time to address all the questions, then we are going to answer them in a written form, and we are going to share it with you along with the link for this webinar on YouTube and other valuable resources that Chau and her team would like to share with us. So today's session is actually being recorded, except for the networking circle at the end of the webinar, and it will be available on the EORE's Advisory Group YouTube channel. So now, without further ado, I'm delighted to hand the floor over to Ms. Chau. Chau, your floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Lubna and EORE Advisory Group to create this chance for us. This is a great chance for us to present and share our project activity, achievement, resource, as well as our organization as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Chau. I'm a program manager from Catholic Relief Service Vietnam. And together with me today, we also have many of our team members from CS to join us as well. especially the co-host support, the facilitation, including my two program officers, Miss Yên Trần and Mr. Hương as well. They are the my action program manager from my team. They are willing to support us with the answers, with the reply to your feedback or comment, etc. Yeah, thank you very much again. So, Hương and Ian, would you like to turn on your microphone and say hello or camera as well?
Yeah, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm very happy to have some valuable time with you to share and to maybe I give willing to answer the question related to the digital resources about EORE implemented in Vietnam with our support. Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Hi
you, Ian.
everyone, my name is Hương. This is your first time I join EORE Hour, and I'm very excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hương. So I will not take a long time from you. I would like to share my screen to start my presentation today. As Lapna share with you from EORE Advisory Group, CS is honored to present and share our EORE digital resource and the application that the direct beneficiary use and utilize the resource as well. Yeah. Excuse me, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah. Hi again. So now I would like to introduce, before sharing detail about CS digital EORE digital resource, I would like to share brief information about us. Then you will know who we are, what we are doing in the global and in Vietnam as well. CS is shortened from the name of the Catholic Relief Service, and we have the operate from 1943. We are US-based international organization, a non-profit organization, and we have been working for more than 100 countries all over the world. The mission from CRS is to assist the poor and vulnerable people, preserve and uphold the greatness and dignity of all human life, foster charity and justice, and embody Catholic social and moral teaching as we act to promote human development and preserve Catholic in the US. CIS within Vietnam, we operate in 1994, and we have been working in 11 provinces in Vietnam, across Vietnam, from the north to the central and the south of Vietnam. We have 4 key program areas. The first one is disaster risk reduction and management, the climate change adaptation, my action, and inclusive service for people with disability. All of these 4 main programs, we are now still currently operating many projects around Vietnam and achieve a lot of good results and highly appreciate from our local government, the from the high level at the national level to provincial and local level as well. For the My Action program of CIS Vietnam, we have been implementing this program since 2001 in 5 central provinces of Vietnam, including Quảng Bình, Quảng Trị, Quảng Nam, Đà Nẵng, and Thừa Thiên Huế. We mainly focus on 4 areas. The first one is the EORE in the community that we conduct the EORE session to provide knowledge, skill, and promote the good practice for the community members. The second one is the victim assistance. We support the victims with the livelihood, the inclusion, and also other support to support them can have a better life. The third one is a capacity building for partners at the national level to local level. Through our projects in different periods, we provide capacity building for partners, not only through the trainings, but also through the project management in the project circle to support them having the good capacity to lead and implement the project activity together with CIS. And that's why all of our current projects implemented by partners and CIS project members only provide the technical support, coaching, training, and collaborating, supporting them to implement the project activities. Besides that, at the national level, we also support different government partners like Vietnam My Action Centers to develop different resources, national strategic document to support for the EORE implementation nationwide in Vietnam. The EORE in school is the first component in our My Action program. The EORE in school, we mainly focus on deliver the EORE for the primary and secondary school in 5 central provinces. And we work together with our implementing partners. They are the Provincial Department of Education and Trainings in these 5 provinces to develop the EORE integration guideline. And then we deliver the trainings for teachers. Then they can conduct different EORE integration sessions into different school curriculum subjects, such as daily subjects like social and science subjects or civic subject, different subjects in school. So we have been successfully collaborating with our partners to implement EORE in school. And now we have finished this model by August, this August. And until now, from September this year is the new school year. We didn't provide further support. However, our partners still guide all school, primary and secondary school in these provinces to implement EORE integration into lesson daily for students in our 5 project provinces. Yeah, this is one of a successful achievement from CIS and partners after finishing the EORE model in school in these provinces. All of our project, My Action project, all funded by the US government of states since 2001 until now. And from 2018 until 2022, through MARC organization, we also get the support, general support from the FCDO, the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office from UK. Yeah, we are lucky to receive generous support from the U.S. Department of State, very long time, for more than 20 years, to support the covering the suffer from the EO after the war in Vietnam. For the victim assistance, the achievement, we reached to more than 3,500 landmine survivors in the central provinces. We have been implementing this project, this program since 2001, and we finished this support in 2016. We support them the livelihood, increase the reach to social service. The EORE community, we have reached about 3 million direct and indirect beneficiaries in the community. We organize the EORE session for the community by our team members that we train for these core members, and then they can deliver the EORE session for the community. And they also reach to the vulnerable families that they couldn't come to the EORE session in the village. Yeah. The EORE in school, so far, we have been support for more than 1,300 schools in 5 central provinces. And direct beneficiary of the students, we support directly for 684,355 primary and secondary school students to receive the EORE sessions and different EORE extracurricular activities. And we provide direct trainings on EORE integration session for more than 24,000 teachers around 5 provinces as well. The pictures here is teachers that teaching students to use the EORE game app. This is the game app that we introduced with you all in our last EORE Hour session in November 2023. Yeah. Now come to the EORE digital resource. I would like to share our recently developed the EORE digital training course for teachers and the EORE digital library at the national level as well. These resources under our current project is towards sustainable high-risk education for primary and secondary school students that funded by the U.S. Department of State. The total funding is nearly $1,500,000, and the project time frame is from September 2022 and until August 2024. And the project location is in 5 central provinces of Vietnam, including Quảng Bình, Quảng Trị, Thừa Thiên Huế, Quảng Nam, and Da Nang. And through this project, we can reach to the total direct beneficiary of 694,355 students, more than 38,000 teachers, more than 22,000 parents, at 1,327 primary and secondary school. Besides working in the school for the primary and secondary school students, we also collaborate with the universities in 3 provinces in Quảng Bình, Huế, and Quảng Nam to develop the integration guideline, and then we train for lecturers, and then the lecturers can deliver the EORE session for the primary faculties, primary education level students. And the reason I would like to share the reason why we need to develop the EORE digital resource. Based on the situation, Vietnam is the highly contaminated with war area explosive. The children are the most vulnerable group to mine accidents. The EORE material need to be achieved to ensure the long-term objective. So it means that we would like to work the sustainable, and the teachers, the students, even when the project finished, they still have the resource to support with the EORE lesson at school for students as well. Yeah, the problem in Vietnam, we will, for those resources, we will solve the problem that is to ensure the sustainability of EORE materials. As I said, the teachers, the students, and adults in the non-project areas that don't receive training regarding how to integrate the EORE content into lesson through the EORE training course and the library as well, they can learn to deliver the lesson. Learn how, I will present later. And also the limitation resource of organizing the in-person training course for all teachers. It takes time to update stakeholders on update EORE information. And some teachers cannot attend in-person training course, so they can attend the digital, the online training course as well. So the main part here, I would like to introduce the EORE digital training course for teachers. This training course that CRS collaborate with the Vietnam National Institutes of Education and Science, shortened VNIES, and the Ministry of Education and Training in Vietnam. We completed this training course and launch and train teachers to use it. The solution that we developed, the EORE digital training course, some key points here to ensure the range of teachers at primary and secondary school could join EORE training. The user could sign in and watch the guideline and video on integrating EORE content into teaching lessons. They can download the video. This is a picture of the video. They can watch online, or they can download the video to their computer. And even they don't have the internet, they still can use the video to teach, to use in their EORE lessons. The web design is user-friendly for user. Total of the training course have 26 video for students and 26 guideline video for teachers. It means that one lesson will have one video guideline video for teacher to guide them the methodology, the skill, the knowledge, how to develop and deliver that EORE lesson. And one video, here is the second one. The picture, the second picture here is the video for students that the student can access, learn themselves, or even the teacher can use this video during the EORE lesson at school for students to teach the student as well. And this resource we developed based on our developed EORE integration guideline that CS collaborated with our 5 partners in Provincial Department of Education and Training to use at the primary and secondary school for teachers. The training products I can share with you later with the link. I will share with you the brief information first. The design approach. When we identify that the needs of having the EORE training digital training course, we work with the experienced local vendor, including the educational expert team that's from VNIES to develop the training content, the script, and design. And we agree on all of these information first. And then we subcontract with the one information technology team to design, develop, and input information in the platform, in the website. And during the development process, we got the support from our internal ICT4D expert and the communication focal points to provide the technical support during the development, reviewing, and finalization process. The total cost for developing this training course is about $46,000 US, and it took us about 10 months to finish the whole process. And the objective of this training course is to reinforce the EORE knowledge and skills for teachers in integrating the EORE content into their lessons for students at the primary and secondary school. The 4 topics of total 26 lessons, including the characteristic of explosive ordnance, cause of EOR accident and prevention of EOR accidents, the consequence of EOR accident, responsible for EOR survivor and people living with disability. So these 4 main topics integrate into different lessons, into different subjects that suitable for the local context, and the trainings for students as well. And this is the process that we developed the EORE digital training course. The first step that we start collaboration with the National Institution of Education and Science. Then we co-develop with them the script and finalize the training course for 26 lessons with the consultation with our partners in 5 provinces. The 26 lessons here, including the 15 lessons for primary level and 11 lessons at the secondary level. After develop the script, the draft training course platform, we test the training with the target group that are the teachers, and we ask the teacher to use the resource testing with the school student to see the relevant effectiveness. And after that, we review, revise, and finalize the materials and promote to use it. We promote to use the training course through conduct the trainings for all target teachers in 5 provinces. Then they know how to use the resource and utilize and apply the resource into the EORE training lesson. And after that, we continue to maintain the website of this training course, and the VNIES, they commit to maintain this training course. Even we finished the projects in August and we didn't provide any further funding, but they still commit to maintain this training course on their website for at least 5 years after the project ends. And they also commit that if this training course is still relevant with the context in the future, they still maintain this training course on their website after that. And the function of this training course, including different functions. The first one is the self-learning management. The users will have their own account for their course enrollment and learning management. And even the user, if they don't want to sign in to have an account, they still can access and open and use and learn from the training course. The lesson illustrating video, the user can refer to the video illustrating the content of 26 EORE integrating lesson. We also developed the video for guiding teachers, as I said before. so they can follow the video on the guidance how to use and apply the video into their lesson. The material, beside all of the 26 lessons that have 52 video for teachers and for students, we also upload different EORE resource, including the animation clips, the video, the photos, and the poster. And we also include the developed EORE integration guideline as well. I will share with you the resource later. We also add the link that the people can access to the National EORE Library from the course website as well. And after each lesson, we also design the interactive question so they can access to the learning question after each lesson and to check their knowledge on the training content. And after the teachers learn from specific lesson that's suitable for them, we divide into different specific topic. So different grades as well for teachers. So after learning those lessons, the teachers answer about 80% of the interactive question, they can get the certificate. However, if the teacher would like to get the certificate, they must sign in to have an account, and then they can, after the training course, they can download the certificate. Yeah, and the content, the main content of the training course, we develop the training course with the 2 modules. The first one is the 15 lesson for the primary level and 11 lesson for the secondary level. You can see the photo here. The first slide here, the course for primary school level and the course for secondary school level. And the training curriculum align with the Ministry of Education and Training training program. This is the process that the teachers can get the certificate after learning those lessons. They do before taking the training course. They also take the pre-assessment, and then they take at least 2 modules. And it will take about 15 to 30 minutes per lesson. And then they do post-assessment. And if the result of the final test is higher than 80%, the user will receive the certificate like this. And I would like to share with you the link to the training course. I also can copy the link here to our chat box, and you can easy to access and open on your cell phone, computers, etc. So here is the website to the training course. We have we designed in both English and Vietnamese for the main content. So you see here, the home is the introduction, the homepage. At the homepage, we design an introduction video, the tutorial video here. When teacher don't know how to learn, what to learn, they can access this video, and then they can learn themselves how to access this resource, and also how to use the resource for their lesson. And the course, when you click on the course content, you also can see different training course here for each level, each grade. I open example, the first grade here already have the more than 16,000 teachers participate, sign up, have account to ongoing learning and using this resource at the first grade. So we have different topic, different lesson for grade 1. For example, the extracurricular activities or ethnic education for students, or the subject, the natural and social science education. Yeah, and then after here I said that in each lesson we also have the teacher video that guide teacher the methodology, the skill, the knowledge, how to learn and deliver this lesson for students. And we have the student for the video for student with both these video always have the animation, subtitles, and voiceover as well, and easy for people, for everyone to access. And after each lesson, we'll have the practice quiz to reinforce the knowledge for teachers. And here is the final assignment. And then the teacher answer 80% of the answer here, they can obtain the certificate. And the reference materials here, we upload here different kind of the EORE materials for teachers. So sorry that all of the materials here are in Vietnamese, just the title in English, and even the course content here. The introduction can be both English and Vietnamese, but sorry that the video we developed for the Vietnamese teacher and students, so that's why we just mainly develop in Vietnamese only. Yeah, that is the introduction about our digital EORE digital training course. And here is the practice. I would like to share with you the result. Since February 2024, when we complete the this training course, we conduct the online training for all target primary and secondary school teachers. And then after the online training, about more than 6,000 teachers enrolled in the training course. And from February until now, there are more than 9,700 teachers registered the course. And the page views is very excellent, that there are 176,122 people turn of views on this website. And the EORE digital training course also link to the VNIES website and link to our partners website as well. Besides that, the VNIES also support us to issue the official letter to the Ministry of Education and Trainings, and also dispatch the official letter to other 24 provinces that have the landmine contaminated areas, and encourage them to use the training course apply in their province as well. And the EORE digital training course, we also introduce this resource to the non-project school at our 5 project province as well, to support them can use the resource effectively. Here is the video that application from teacher using this resource. Please let me know if you can hear the voice. If no, I can stop and share my screen again. Excuse me, can you hear the voice from the video?
Là giáo viên tổng phụ trách đội, thường tổ chức các hoạt động giáo dục phòng tránh tai nạn bom mìn, vật nổ. Cô Trung luôn trăn trở để tìm cách truyền đạt.
Sorry, I would like to share it again.
Là giáo viên tổng phụ trách đội, thường tổ chức các hoạt động giáo dục phòng tránh tai nạn bom mìn, vật nổ. Cô Chung luôn trăn trở để tìm cách truyền đạt nội dung này một cách hiệu quả nhất. Là giáo viên tổng phụ trách đội, thường tổ chức các hoạt động giáo dục phòng tránh tai nạn bom mìn, vật nổ. Cô Chung luôn trăn trở để tìm cách truyền đạt nội dung này một cách hiệu quả nhất.
Tài liệu phòng tránh tai nạn bom mìn vật nổ ở trên mạng thường rất là ít. Vì vậy chúng tôi đã dựa vào cái tài liệu do tổ chức CRS cung cấp. Thực tế chúng tôi đã áp dụng và trong quá trình giảng dạy rất là có hiệu quả. Ví dụ như là video này tôi sẽ đưa vào bài giảng của tôi và tôi chắc chắn rằng học sinh sẽ rất là hứng thú. Hiện nay nạn nhân do tai nạn bom mìn vật nổ gây ra còn rất nhiều và nguy cơ tiềm ẩn từ tai nạn bom mìn vật nổ cũng còn rất là cao. Mẹ tôi cũng là một nạn nhân do tai nạn bom mìn. Vì vậy bản thân tôi luôn trăn trở làm thế nào để có cái giải pháp giảm thiểu cái hậu quả do tai nạn bom mìn gây ra.
Yeah, that is a brief introduction about our EORE digital training course. And the next resource I would like to introduce quickly about our EORE digital library. This resource that CIS collaborates with Vietnam Action Center to develop it, and it's launched by January this year. The solution for this platform is to utilize the EORE digital for the long-term impact of EORE communication materials. The user could sign in and download the material which is uploaded to the EORE library. For children, is for adults and stakeholders, the community as well. The platform is designed to be user-friendly for people. Here we have different function, different room for the website as well. The design approach, we work with Myanmar to develop the plans and propose the content to develop the library. We also explore the local vendor that they have the technical expertise to develop the platform that can store, present, and share relevant EORE materials. And during the development process, we also involve our ICT 4D expert and communication focal points to support us with the developing and finalizing this library. And we also vetting the content with the government, including Myanmar, Ministry of Defense, and related stakeholders. The total cost for this library is about $36,000 US, and it took us 12 months to complete this library and launch by July 2024. And the same process with digital training course. We also developed a plan. We recruit the vendors to develop the materials, co-develop the material with Myanmar and the vendors. We also test the library resource with the target group, and we finalize it. And now we are maintaining this library. And the objective of this library to support Myanmar capacity on EORE coordination at the national level. For the school, it is a comprehensive library for school to integrate EORE lesson. For the community, to support them can accessible for wide range of community members supporting for the EORE awareness raising. The content we design with the virtual gallery with the informative related to landmines and the impact after the war. This session will serve as an EORE resource for related agencies and citizens to seek information on this topic as well. And these are the contents that design on the library. I think that is better. I can open the link of the library and then go through the library and introduce with you. and easier for you to imagine. Here we also have the English and Vietnamese version. You click on the English version here on the top. I will copy the link of the library in our chat box and easier for you. Yeah, and easy for you to view. And you click on English function, and here is the main lobby. And when you click on the function tabs, you can see that we develop different function, different room for this library. Here is the tabs for the activities of the My Action Steering National My Action Steering Committee in Vietnam. And you also can find different directive and executive documents from the government regarding my action and specify in EORE. We designed the landmine display room. The landmine display room, we have different functions rooms here, including the landmine display room, the anti-personnel mine, anti-tank mines, shell, and bomb. When you click on, for example, the room on the anti-personnel mines, when you click inside, you can see very detailed of the photos, the real pictures of that kind of EO, and very detailed information for each kind of EO as well. Sorry, maybe my internet is a little bit slowly now, so it take a bit time for me to open. So yeah, so it means that inside, when you click on each kind of EO here, you can see detailed photos and very detailed information for each kind of EO that presented in this library, even other function as well. And the video gallery, and you can see different kind of the video of different landmine EORE activities in Vietnam. In the document display room, we divided into different kind of document, the legal document, the EORE documents, training documents, research and development document. Yeah, in the EORE document, when you click on it, you can find different kind of resource on EORE for community, for schools here in Vietnam. And we hope we have planned to develop further this library with Myanmar in our new project, and we can and get more and develop more and store more resource on this library as well. And in the image gallery, we also can find different kind of photo regarding the EO or the activities regarding the My Action or EORE in Vietnam. Yeah. So so I have go very quickly overview of the library and the function and the information, different kind of the room as well. And the application of the library until now, we just finished is in July. So we introduce it nationwide and through publish the press release in the agency and integrate it into different websites of different organizations and our partners in project provinces as well. And we also introduce this resource to all of the projects, school, all in our provinces to help them can have the sufficient resource to support for their EORE lesson. Yeah, here is some of the pictures that we post, share, advertise the library on the press agencies, local database unit, project province, and school as well. Yeah, that's all of my presentation about our developed digital EORE resource. Thank you very much. for your listening and your patience, because my presentation is a little bit quite long. Take a long time from you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chau. Indeed, a very interesting and resourceful, and also very important presentation, and important example on how to use digital tools in EORE programs. So now we have 3 questions in the chat. So yeah, up to you and your team to the order to answer, and yeah, the person to answer.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm opening the chat. Yeah, you summary the question, right? Yeah, I saw it. A few questions, both how did you select access to digital resource with contamination map and casualty data? So yeah, the digital resource for the training course for teachers, we only design with the purpose of training course, the resource for teacher use only, the teacher and student use for knowledge only. For the contamination maps and casualty data that Myanmar already had, now they are developing a resource, digital resource, a web that they can present all of the information regarding the EO landmine contaminated areas, and also the casualty data reporting as well. So the library later on, when we in the coming phase, this phase, we can connect with that website from our Vietnam Liaison Center for people easier to use and have information as well. Yeah, that is the first question. And the second question is how do you define and measure the output? Yeah, actually, we also do the test with the teachers after training that we deliver to the teachers, how to use, how they can develop, improve their skill, knowledge in using this resource. And also during our annual assessment survey with the school teachers, we also have the survey questions regarding using the digital resource, and to check and to see the level, their understanding and application as well. Yeah. And beside that, we also collaborate with the partners to collect the data of the accessible, using, and application. And how to define and measure the outcome. Yeah, as I said, similar the question, the second question already, as I answer. Yeah, only 3 questions for Lavna.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we had 3 questions. Thank you so much for taking them. I think there is a question about the materials that came into the chat.
One more question is that the material for the first grade are digital or lectures. Here is the digital training course we designed for the teachers who deliver the lessons at the primary and secondary school in Vietnam. For the lecturers in the university, we haven't had chance to develop the resource yet. But the lecturers, when they deliver the lesson for the students in the university, they also use this resource to train their teacher as well, to train their student as well. Yeah. I don't know if my answer that meet your expectation. If no, please send another question, please. Yeah.
Okay, Chau, we have other questions coming in the chat.
For the children, do you have pushback? Do you have pushback by the parents that are scared of the content? Actually, in our project activities, we also design the EORE content for the parents of the students as well. So during our project implementation, we are also integrate EORE content orientation for parents during the parents meeting at school twice per year. So it means that the parents and the students also have the same understanding. And after each lesson, we also guide the teachers to teach the student that after they learn the content, they come back home, they share the main content, the message with their parents, with their relatives, their siblings, friends. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if yeah, my answer satisfies.
There is another question. Are there any indicators that this training has helped modify behavior or reduce casualties?
Yeah, the training course, when we conducted the training for all target teachers, about more than 1,000 teachers, no, more than 2,000 teachers in all of the primary and secondary school in our project provinces. And before the training, we also do the pre-test. After the trainings, we also do the post-test to test the knowledge. Beside that, we also to do the survey of from the teachers to collect the usefulness, useful and the effective and recommendation for the improvement of the resource. And then we got very good feedbacks, a lot of good feedback from teacher that this training course is useful and relevant and easy to use. Not only testing and checking and collecting, obtain the measures, the feedback from teachers during the training, after the training. We also, during our midterm review and final evaluation of our projects, we also design the question and to check with the teachers, collect the feedback from teachers to ensure that our resource is relevant and useful for them. Yeah. To help modify the behavior or reduce the casualty. So I think that regarding further information regarding the indicator to measuring these, as you said, for the library and the training course. Yeah, as I said, the training course that support how to train the behavior, the knowledge of the teachers or the students already. For the library, we just recently finished of the development and launch by July. So in our next project phase from this October, we will design to develop further the library and the resource, utilize the resource, and then we work with our partners to see the effectiveness and useful of this resource. Yeah.
For the interest of time, we can take the last question, which asks about the challenges in accessing training materials. How do you address these challenges, and mainly about the level of internet access in remote areas and the level of digitalization in schools?
Yeah. not one question, many questions.
They are a collection
Yes.
of questions that that relate to the same topic.
Yeah, the assessing the trainings materials. The first question is, so when developing the EORE integration guidelines, we have we work with our partners in province. They are the Provincial Department of Education and Trainings. And we base on the guidelines of the Ministry of Education and Trainings on the training program, on the integration rule and application, and based in the actual local context of those provinces and the needs of developing the resource. And then we also hire the outsourced expert, education expert, and we work together to develop the resource, the training material. So we didn't face any difficulties in accessing and developing the materials during that process. So yeah, every guideline on developing the training material here in Vietnam is very available for everyone. Yeah. How do you handle this challenge? Yes, as I addressed, who handle the chaplain, yeah, already in my answer. And another question, what is the level of the internet access in the remote area digitalization in school in this? Yeah, in Vietnam, I cannot say 100% schools in Vietnam can access the internet, but many schools in the remote area in Vietnam have a limited access to the internet. So that's why, as you can see from my presentation, I said that the digital training course that we develop for teachers that can download able the video. So the teacher, when they can have a chance to access the internet, they download the video on their computer. And later on, when they come back to school with the teacher or with the students, they can open the video on their computer. Very convenient to use. So it means that when we design the digital training course, we design for everyone. So it means that each video will have the animation, voiceover, subtitle, so they can hear, they can see, and even they can download the video for the convenience use when even they don't have the internet. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Chau. I see that there are some other questions that are coming in the chat. So please keep the questions coming, and I will collect them and send it to Chau. And her and her team can answer them in a written form. And I'm gonna share it with you when I share the all the other resources and also the link for this webinar. On behalf of the EORE Advisory Group, I really extend my thanks to Chau and her team, who did really a great job on preparing this insightful and very informative presentation today. I also want to thank all the participants of the EORE Hour who are always very engaged and for your contributions. To the EORE Mine Action community, we encourage you to consider hosting a future EORE Hour webinar. You can find all the necessary information in the concept notes available on the EORE Advisory Group webpage. And I previously shared the link in the chat, and I'm going to share it again. Right now, we prepare to transition from our presentation into our next segment, the networking circle. So I will stop the recording, and I'd like to remind everyone that participating in the networking circle is entirely optional. We would love for you to stay and connect with fellow EORE specialists from diverse backgrounds. However, if you need to leave or prefer not to join, feel free to log out, and we hope to see you next webinar. And for the next 10 to 15 minutes, we'll focus on sharing insights and building connections. You will be placed into breakout rooms of around 5 participants. So think about it as like a speed networking with a twist. So thank you very much again for your participation, and see you next year.